I'm preparing food for Easter, and while ham and eggs are the most common dish around this time of year, rabbit is fairly common as well. To make things a little wilder, I will use hazelnut catkin infused oil that I made earlier this spring. Look how deep brown it turned, and while you can't smell it through the screen, it has a warm, woody aroma. Hazel catkins were once considered a famine food, as their pollen contains a surprisingly high amount of protein. They've also been used in herbal remedies. Where I live, people traditionally made tea from them in early spring. However, it's important to note that catkins can be strong allergens. If you're sensitive to pollen or nuts, it's best to approach them with caution. There is still very little research on their safety. Making this infused oil is quite simple. I placed the catkins in a jar, poured oil over them until they were fully submerged, then sealed it and stored it in a cool, dry place. After about a week, the oil takes on a deeper color and a subtle aroma. If you're using it for cooking, I wouldn't leave the plant material in much longer than that. For topical use, however, a longer maceration, even a couple of months, can work well. To begin, I prepared a marinade. I add about 1.5 deciliters of hazelnut catkin infused oil, some salt, and the herbs, freshly gathered sage and rosemary, garlic, juniper berries, and some dried thyme, as there wasn't quite enough fresh in the garden. Little freshly ground black pepper helps bring everything together. I finish it with a small splash of rice vinegar and a touch of honey, then mix it well with the meat. Covered and sealed, it rests in the fridge for about half a day. When ready, I roast it at 165 Celsius in a covered clay dish for about 2 hours until tender and well cooked. While it bakes, I prepare the greens. First, I pour hot water over the nettle and red dead-nettle, just as I would with tea. After a few minutes, the nettle softens and loses its sting. Then everything goes into the blender: the greens, a generous cup of cooked chickpeas, garlic and crow garlic, a spoonful of pumpkin seed oil, a little lemon juice, and some salt. Blend it together, it becomes a simple, nourishing, and vibrant side. I also had some fermented dandelion buds and pine catkins preserved in honey. Both pair beautifully with the dish, so I couldn't leave them out. It may not be a heavy, traditional Easter meal, but I find these green balanced dishes much kinder to both body and spirit.